Hey everybody, it's Molly with AllEars and I'm here today with a brand new video. And guess what time it is, friends? The most wonderful time of the year because the EPCOT Food and Wine Festival is back. We are taking a tour of the festival today. We're going to talk about everything you need to know from the entertainment to of course, the food and drinks, the cheese crawl that's back this year, everything that you can do at the festival, merchandise. We're going to check it all out. I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited. I hope you're hungry. Let's get in there.
Before we get to Molly, we wanted to let you know our friends at DFB, Disney Food Blog, made this awesome fest map. If you want a printable copy, grab the link in the description below. Now, let's festival.
A must-have when you get to any EPCOT festival is your festival passport. This is your guide to all of the magic, all of the fun, all the food. It's right in here. So the Food and Wine Festival is very, very long this year. It kicked off on July 15th and it is running through November 20th. So you have lots of time to come eat and drink everything your heart desires. But throughout here, it'll list the entertainment as well as all the food. Boop, boop. And then, very importantly, at the back, you have the Fromage Montage, which is the cheese crawl that we're gonna get into in a little bit. But definitely pick one of these up when you get to the festival. Also, definitely read AllEars before you get to the festival. Figure out what you want to eat. There's no better thing to do than to plan because there's so much food, there's so much goodness. You're definitely going to want to watch this video and you're going to want to plan with our menu pages what you want to eat. Because I tell you what, there is so much good food to try. You will be overwhelmed and you will fill up faster than you think. So my best tips are always to share with other people. Those little bites will add up. Make a list of the must-dos that you want to eat based on this video, based on AllEars.net. Disney Food Blog, our friends over there do some great coverage as well, including a very fun festival map that's exclusive to them. So do your research before you get to the festival, make an attack plan, and then you'll be ready to eat and drink. One thing I love that they sell at the festivals are these little wrist gift cards. You can buy them at most of the merchandise shops and you can add any amount that you'd like on there. I like to get one of these because one, it's easier than having to pull out my wallet at all of the different kiosks, and two, it helps you budget a little bit more. So if you put $100 on it and then they say, hey, your gift card's out, you're like, whoops, I already spent $100 on food and drinks. Versus just kind of swiping your Magic Band or swiping your card over and over again. It helps me keep track of what I'm spending at the festival, and you can always reload it at any of the kiosks out in World Showcase. So just a little something. And you can use this anywhere. You don't have to just use it at Food and Wine. You could it's just a Disney gift card, but it's cute and convenient. You can wear it on your wrist. Another great activity that you can do at the festival is Emile's Fromage Montage. It's in the back of your little festival passport, but basically it's a crawl, a cheese crawl, my ideal type of crawl, around World Showcase, and you have to stop at 5 of these booths, or you have to purchase 5 participating items. You can mix and match however you want. If you want to get all 5 of the same thing, you can, but you just need to get 5 of the different items. We're gonna get all 5. Once you get each one, make sure you get a stamp in your booklet, and then you will get a prize at the end. Go redeem it for a prize that you cannot buy. You have to complete the Fromage Montage to get this exclusive treat. Of course, the main draw for the Food and Wine Festival, the food and wine. There are over 20 different outdoor kitchens this year at Food and Wine, and what you do is simple. You just walk around, look at the little kiosks. They also have tapas-sized food, sampler-sized drinks. You buy whatever your heart desires and you eat it and drink it and enjoy it, and it's amazing. And it's one of my favorite things to do at EPCOT, and I want to look as happy as Emile right here when I'm done. I think I will. But we are about to go taste test some of the best things at each of the over 20 different booths here at the festival. Let's go. It's Hawaii time. This is my pride and joy of the Food and Wine Festival, one of my favorite things of all time. It's this pork slider. It's got a dull pineapple chutney and then a spicy mayonnaise on it. I'm so excited about it. This right here is part of Emile's Fromage Montage. It's a passion fruit cheesecake and it's topped with toasted macadamia nuts. And then this, again, is one of the most popular drinks in the Food and Wine Festival. It's the Alani Sunrise, and it's vodka, pineapple juice, and grenadine. So let's go Hawaii. You know, it's refreshing. If you're a pineapple fan, I think you might get into it. The grenadine, I don't think you need the grenadine. It's already sweet because it's pineapple juice, and grenadine just makes it even sweeter. But it is refreshing on a nice hot day. Can't really taste the vodka, it's just whispered in there at this point, but I think if you're a pineapple fan, why not give it a whirl? As you probably know, it's not my favorite drink because I don't like sweet drinks. So it's definitely on the sweeter side. If you're not a sweet drink person, I'd probably skip that one and favor some of the beers they have around the festival as well. All right, we're digging into this cheesecake now. It's a passion fruit cheesecake, and it's got toasted macadamia nuts on top. I love macadamia nuts. They're one of my all-time favorites. So let's try this for Emile's Fromage Montage. Okay, I love the toasted macadamia nut. I wish there was like 100 more of them. It's very, very creamy, and then it's got this passion fruit kind of glaze on top. I don't know if it's something I'd recommend you to get unless you were doing the cheese crawl, because it's very good. It's good cheesecake, but I do think there are better desserts around the festival. However, if you're on the cheese crawl, or maybe you're a big passion fruit fan, it's probably something you want to try. Next up, a brand new booth this year, the Swanky Saucy Swine. So you may have guessed that everything is pig related. Trying a couple of items. First of all, these are crispy barbecued pork rinds with pimento cheese. I love pimento cheese. That's part of the Fromage Montage. And then something a little unique here, we've got a crispy pig ear salad. It's got fire roasted tomatillo sauce, pickled red onions, queso fresco, roasted corn salsa, and an avocado cream. That sounds really good. I don't know about pig ear, but the rest of that sounds great. And then I'm also trying a bourbon Bloody Mary, and as you can see, this thing is very extra. It's got some candied bacon on it. It comes in a signature cup. Very, very fancy bourbon Bloody Mary right there. Next item on Emile's Fromage Montage, we've got these pork rinds and pimento cheese. I love pimento cheese. I went to college in the South. I was raised in the South. My husband's from the South. Pimento cheese, one of my favorite foods. A little bit of kick from that pimento cheese, or maybe it's from the pork rind. I think it might be from the pork rind. Yeah, the pork rind's got a little bit of heat to it. It kind of reminds me of those ones that they just made over at Ronto Roasters and Galaxy's Edge. Like, maybe these are space pork rinds. They kind of remind me of that, but ooh, those actually have a little bit of fire. And you got that creamy pimento cheese. I'm here for it. Definitely my favorite thing on the cheese crawl so far. You have to like pork rinds. You have to like the texture of pork rinds, and you definitely have to like heat, because wow, those are spicier than I thought, but I love creamy pimento cheese. Definitely a fan. All right, so getting this pig ear salad. You know what? I will try anything. I've eaten a lot worse things than pig ears on this show, so let's give it a whirl. You know what? That is delicious. I don't even care that it's pig ear. It's so crispy. It just tastes like crispy, salty deliciousness. And then I'm obsessed with that tomatillo sauce and the avocado creme. I love fryer roasted corn. Not a lot of cheese. I wish I had a little more cheese. But wow, that is so flavorful and so delicious. And the creamy crema combined with that really crispy, salty, crunchy pig ear. That is fantastic. And I know it sounds wild, but I'm really into that. You definitely need to be a more adventurous eater with a more adventurous palate and be down with all these textures, but I'm here for it. And now, the bourbon Bloody Mary. I love a Bloody Mary and I love bourbon. So together, maybe these things will be a magnificent treat. That is such a good Bloody Mary. Oh my gosh. You have to like Bloody Marys, obviously, to like it. And it's a little watered down because I've been sitting out here taking pictures of it, so the ice is a little melty. But it's got a little hint of the bourbon. So it's got that kind of smokiness that comes with bourbon. And then it's definitely a good Bloody Mary. Not super spicy on its own, but when you have some of the other spicier flavors from this booth, I'm here for it. Candied bacon. What's not to love? It's sweetened bacon, and then it's got the little bit of heat from the bloody, nice, crispy, perfectly cooked bacon. Very good new booth. I think if you are a pork eater, you're gonna find something you enjoy at the Swanky Saucy Swine. Picked up a couple of items from one of my usual favorite booths. The Mexico booth is always amazing, so I'm excited to get in to this taco. It's a ribeye taco. It's got shaved ribeye, red onions, poblano peppers, corn tortilla, and then it's got ranchera salsa, cotija cheese, and chives. And then I'm also trying the specialty margarita. They've got two, but this is the El Tigre. It's got ojo de tigre, mezcal, pomegranate, prickly pear, pineapple, and ginger. And then it's on the rocks. It's got a hibiscus salt rim. Yum, yum, yum. This booth is always one of my faves, so I hope it doesn't disappoint. Taco time. They also had chilaquiles that are always good, but the cast member told me the ribeye taco was better, so. Such a good tortilla. Definitely fresh, made in-house. That ribeye meat is perfectly cooked. It is so tender and add a little bit of smokiness from the poblano sauce. You've got the cotija cheese. I wish there's a little more cheese. I always wish that though. The vegetables taste great. This is a perfect size too, a little tapas taco. Mexico always knows what they're doing. Excellent. Or should I say Mexcellent? Is that, no, that wasn't good. Okay, let's try this margarita as well. Ooh! Now I love mezcal. We joke about it on the team all the time because I'm like obsessed with mezcal and it's smoky deliciousness. And this is smoky deliciousness right here, friends. If you do not like mezcal, this is probably not a drink for you. If you're not familiar, it's kind of like tequila's smoky sister. So that smokiness comes through, and then it's very refreshing because of the ginger beer. And the juice is definitely not too sweet. I think the pear is helping balance that out. Wow, that is a good festival drink. And normally at the festival stands, I prefer getting beer or wine. I don't always love the mixed drinks, but Mexico never fails. A+. Picked up a few items from one of my other favorites every year. China always dazzles me, which is not what they do inside the pavilion year round, but the booths are always good. We have got the crispy fried pepper shrimp. It comes with spicy Szechuan noodles. And then this drink is the Baijiu Punch. I'm getting it in honor of Quincy because she said this is her favorite drink that's ever existed in World Showcase. They used to sell it at Joy of Tea. They don't sell it there right now, but they brought it back for the festival. It's Baijiu, which is a Chinese spirit, lychee syrup, soda water, and pina colada mix. So I'm drinking this for her since she's not here right now. Shrimp time first. They've had a variety of shrimp and noodles on their menu for a long time in China, and that and the dumplings are always one of my favorites, so excited they're back. They're not super spicy, but they definitely have a kick. They actually had sriracha out if you wanted to add a little bit more. You can definitely taste that flavor though. And then you've got these lightly fried peppery shrimp to go with it. You get 2 shrimp. I wish you got a few more shrimp, I'm not gonna lie to you. But mostly I like the noodles because they have that slightly spicy sriracha flavor. The shrimp itself is definitely peppery, definitely a little bit of heat there. So if you're completely heated versus this isn't one for you, but it's not overwhelmingly spicy. Always one of my favorites, definitely still holds true. And again, I love those chicken dumplings as well too. Now this drink. Oh. Okay, Quincy might have been onto something. I don't think I'm gonna call it my favorite drink in World Showcase, but it tastes like a pina colada, like a lighter pina colada, because you can definitely taste the coconut, and you can definitely taste the soda water's bringing some bubbles. Not real strong on the lychee or the baijiu, but it's very, very refreshing on this very hot EPCOT day. So I like it a lot more than the Tipsy Ducks in Love, which is that chocolate drink that we had when we drank Around the World together for a video. That one was good on its own, but super heavy. This one's very light, very refreshing. So I'll give her credit on this one. Great choice. Picked this up at the Refreshment Outpost, which is that like not Africa section of World Showcase. But this is a plant-based option. It's the spicy gatheri. We've had this at other booths in the past, but they are serving it at Refreshment Outpost this year. It's got white beans, pigeon peas, quinoa, and an ancient grains medley going on down there, and then a kachumbari slaw. Can't pronounce that, but it's supposed to be spicy, and if I remember correctly, it's very delicious. Also, Refreshment Outpost. Great place to get yourself a cup of water. Stay hydrated, friends. It's hot out there. All right, let's try this slaw. I'm, of course, not a plant-based eater, considering the amount of cheese I've already consumed in this video. But I'm always dazzled by the flavor in this dish. I had it last year, and it's got so much flavor. I wouldn't say it's super spicy. I actually think the noodles in China were spicier, but it's got so much flavor in this. The ancient grains are a nice texture. There's some corn in there. Love the crunch from the slaw. It definitely has like allspice and cumin and chili and some of the more like exotic spices that you associate if you go to like Sanaa or Tiffin's or any of those kind of African inspired restaurants. It's definitely got the same palate profile. I don't know if I would recommend this to someone who's not a plant-based eater unless they wanted something a little bit exotic, wanted to try something a little more unique. But I will say if you are a plant-based eater, this is a really, really good dish. It's a very, very good portion, so I definitely think it'll help fill you up. Yeah, I'm impressed. I like this one yet again. Germany coming in hot. Of course, when you go to Germany, you got to get a beer. So I'm doing the beer flight, which features some new beers this year. And then also Germany has I'm not even going to pretend I can say this, Schlickennudeln. I don't know. It's that delicious ham and cheese noodle situation, which is part of the cheese crawl. So this is Germany's haul right here. So this is a delicious dish that they used to sell at Summerfest, where you can get the bratwurst in the Germany pavilion like year round. They haven't brought it back yet, but it's so good. It was always one of my top snack recommendations, so I'm happy to have it at the festival, but it's basically baked macaroni and cheese with ham in it. Why is it so good? Oh my gosh, it is so good. It is like so cheesy. It's got that perfect baked top, which is like kind of hard, you know what I mean? And then you've got the salty cubed ham. The noodles are perfectly cooked. It's a nice mild cheese, but it's still got like a strong cheese flavor. I'm trying to get another bite. I can't contain myself. This is definitely, if you've got kids or picky eaters, this is a great option for them. This is a classic. I'd say best of the fest. Best of the cheese crawl so far, that's for sure. All right, Germany beer flight. We have a Kolsch style beer, a Wine Henstefeiner lager, and a Schafferhofer Wild Cherry Hefeweizen. So the Schafferhofer may sound familiar to you because a lot of people love that grapefruit Schafferhofer, but this is a cherry. But we're gonna try all three of these now. The Kolsch is first. There's a duck right there. Sorry, I'm distracted. Look how cute. Look at those little ducks just hanging out in the garden. Just having a nice day. There's also nightmare birds everywhere, but we're not focused on them. Anyway, oh my gosh, they're everywhere. I feel like they're watching me. They know I don't like them. The Kolsch is very light, very refreshing. This is like beer. If you just want a beer, this is a good beer. It definitely reminds me, when I went to Germany, this was kind of the beer that just everyone drank, kind of like a domestic, like their version of like a domestic Bud Light or Miller Lite or something, but way better and way more of a strong beer flavor. So very good, very basic. Now the lager. Again, very basic, not a ton of flavor going on. Bud Light, Miller Lite, Coors Light, those are all lagers, and this again reminds me of those, but like punched up a notch. Because those are pretty light flavored compared to this, but both of these, like, and again, just like in the other places, if you want to get a bigger size beer, you can get a 12-ounce beer of any one of these if you don't want to try the flight. And if you drink it when it's nice and cold, very refreshing. And now the cherry. It tastes like a cherry slushy and a beer had a baby, and I'm not mad about it. It's very sweet and very refreshing, but it's not super artificially sweet or medicinal, which is what I was afraid of. Yeah, it tastes like a cherry slushy plus a beer. So I don't know if I could drink a whole 12 ounce of that, but this little cup of it is very nice. So I actually think The Kolsch is my favorite, then the cherry, and then the lager. One of my favorite little details here in EPCOT is that the train in Germany, the little model train that comes around, there's the little town here, and they put the banners up for food and wine. They always change the banners to whatever's happening in EPCOT. Isn't that adorable? I love that. Ciao Bella, Silenzio Bruno. We have made it to Italy, where I am trying a new dish this year. It is the mezzalune croccante. I can't say it, I'm so sorry. But it is crispy, fried, half-moon breaded, mozzarella-filled ravioli with pomodoro sauce. I really hope this is good because Italy's food at the kiosks is never as amazing as Italy's food in the pavilion. So I hope this is a game changer. All right, Viva Italia, fried ravioli, let's go. Crispy. You know what? This is the best thing I've ever had in Italy. It tastes like mozzarella sticks. The sauce is good. It's not super heavy. It's very light and naturally sweet from the tomatoes. And then the mozzarella ravioli itself is very crispy. It literally reminds me of a mozzarella stick. I wish there was more cheese in it. Like, there's not a ton of cheese in there, but it's very good. I'm dazzled because normally Italy breaks my heart every year. What I like about it too is it's super shareable. I got 5 raviolis. You can share with a couple of friends. Each get a bite because it is hot, it is heavy, it's hot outside. But yeah, I'm glad Italy did something delicioso. I don't know how authentically Italian this is, now that I'm thinking about it, but I liked it. I feel like it's from St. Louis. Isn't that a St. Louis thing to do toasted ravioli? 2 of my best friends are from St. Louis, and they always tell me about toasted ravioli. So please weigh in if you have any feelings about fried ravioli. I feel good about it, frankly. Excuse me if I break out into the Great American Songbook, because we are inside my new favorite booth. It is literally inside the American Adventure Rotunda. It's called the Rotunda Bistro, fittingly. But this is where the Voices of Liberty normally performs. They're performing out on the American Garden Theater stage right now, which means there's a booth in here. So I might just, 'tis a gift to be simple, 'tis a gift to be free, 'tis a... No, I can't hit the high notes they hit. There's that one girl that's like way high. I can't do that. But isn't this a fun place to put a booth? It's an air conditioning. You get to look at the Soul exhibit and the Native American exhibit and be in the Rotunda. I am also delighted to try this delicious treat from the Rotunda Bistro. It's a wild mushroom and truffle tart with Gruyere and creme fraiche. I love cheese, I love mushrooms, I love truffle, I love tarts. This has my name written all over it. All right, let's try this tart. It is so crunchy and crispy and flaky. It's got big shroomies on it. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh, this is my new favorite thing. The tart is so crumbly and so crispy. It's like a puff pastry. And then you have to like mushrooms to like this because it is mushroom central, which I do clearly. It also has just a whisper of truffle. That flavor is definitely very aggressive, very prominent. And it's not overwhelming, but you can definitely taste it. And then it's got the creamy cheese and the creme fraiche sauce going on. This is fabulous. I'm obsessed with it. Molly's best of the fest. Next booth, Hops and Barley. This one is located in the American Adventure. There is a lobster roll, there's a beef sandwich as well, but I come here for the dessert. This is my favorite dessert in all of the festival in years past, so I hope it's still as delicious as it used to be. It is a warm carrot cake, and then it's got cream cheese frosting on there. And then they also have a wide variety of beverages. I was just gonna grab this one because that's a strawberry lime wheat beer, and that sounds incredible and refreshing. But then I also noticed they have a coffee hard cider, and I'm legally required to try it because there's coffee in it. First up, strawberry lime beer. Oh, that is nice. That is so refreshing and crisp. just a hint of lime, just a hint of strawberry. Oh my gosh, wow. That's a new favorite beer for me. I love a fruity beer in the summer. It's just refreshing. It's crisp. It's not overwhelmingly fruity. It's not artificially sweet fruity. It's just like a whisper of strawberry and lime and a very nice crisp wheat beer. Very into that. And now I'm curious, mostly. Curiosity is what got me this coffee cider. And what color is that? That is, I thought I would get like a black or a dark beverage, but I did not. I'm very confused, but I'm into it. It tastes like both coffee and a cider, but not together. They're very distinct flavors. That is something. I'm here for it though. I love carrot cake. And I love they put on this warm cream cheese icing like as to order. Look at that. That maintains to be my favorite dessert at this festival. It is like the cream cheese frosting is so good. It's super sweet, but then the carrot cake itself isn't aggressively sweet, but it's crunchy. It's got some nuts in there. It's definitely a good sized portion. It's got that crunch, cream cheese frosting. Technically, it's a vegetable. So is it healthy? I'm not going to tell you it's not. You're welcome, kids. Next up, this is this festival's mini funnel cake. You can usually get a festival funnel cake at the little funnel cake stand at the edge of American Adventure. And this festival, it is something outrageous, y'all. It's a mini funnel cake and it's a s'mores candied bacon funnel cake. So it's got vanilla ice cream, mini marshmallows, mini chocolate chips, a graham cracker, and then candied bacon on there.
It's awesome.
First of all, there's no graceful way to eat that. Second of all, this is fabulous. Crispy funnel cake. Love the mini chocolate chips. Love the coolness from the vanilla ice cream. I'm going to try to get more bacon because I didn't get much bacon in that bite. There it is. Little salty, smoky, meaty bacon in there. This is fabulous. If you love a mini funnel cake, if you love ice cream, if you love bacon and s'mores, the most American dessert of all. Try it. Big fan. Yeah. Konnichiwa from Japan, where I've got 2 more items to try. First up is a lemon drop. This is a vodka drink. It's got yuzu, lemon juice, and then it comes with a lemon jelly as the garnish, which is very fun. And then here is the teriyaki chicken bun, an item so popular they tried to take it off and people revolted. It is a somewhat of like a steamed bun, and then it's got teriyaki chicken and veggies inside of it. Oh, that is lovely. Now, I love lemon. It's one of my favorite flavors because I like that it's like tart and also a little bit sweet, but wow. Okay, the yuzu is definitely strong, which is another citrus fruit, but it has a very unique flavor. Can't really taste the vodka, but I mostly taste the lemon and the yuzu. Very, very refreshing. Tastes like lemonade. I feel like that one's dangerous because it tastes so refreshing and it's so hot outside, you're just gonna wanna like shove it in your mouth. But beware, because it is vodka. And now let's try this bun. I understand why the people revolted. It is this sweet teriyaki chicken in there, tons of it. It's very, very savory, very, very delicious, but it's not super heavy because it's sweet. It's got those vegetables in there. Perfect bao bun. It reminds me of a cheeseburger pod, though a cheeseburger pod is better, IMO. But I understand why this is definitely a fan favorite. I think this one is great for kids too because it's not super, super adventurous flavor-wise, but it's very, very delicious. So I think pickier eaters, less adventurous eaters, this is a good one to put on your list, but it is very tasty. Greece is our next spot. Greece is the word, if you will. And I've got a returning favorite, spanakopita. And then I also have got some griddled cheese, which looks amazing. Trying the spanakopita. So spanakopita is one of my favorite things because it's basically just a flaky pastry crust with like spinach and cheese shoved in it. So basically just more cheese. Listen to that crunch. Right in there. So yummy. Can't really taste the spinach, but it makes me feel better about eating a vegetable throughout the day. Is this better than the one you can buy at Trader Joe's and make in your own air fryer? I'm not going to tell you it is, but I'm also going to tell you it's delicious. It's probably something you can get your kids to eat, and it's a good shareable, and it's hearty and vegetarian. And I like it. I do wish they had something covered in tzatziki sauce, though, let's be honest. So excited for the griddled cheese because it's cheese. And it's been griddled with pistachios and honey. I'm also not really sure how to eat this. Oh my gosh, it's sweet because of the honey. I feel like I'm just going to eat this like this. I'm disgusting. Honey, which is really adding a nice, like, natural sweetness. And then there's a crunch from the pistachios. I don't know what the best cheese is anymore. I'm struggling. But I think it's this or the nudes. But wow, that is fantastic. That is something unique you're not going to get a lot of places. I'm so happy that this exists. And that I would eat this for sure, crawl or not. Next up, Morocco's booth, which is actually being used in Tangierine Cafe, so I'm glad to see that space being utilized. It's called Tangierine Cafe Flavors of the Medina, and they've got a variety of kebabs. They have a chicken, a lamb, and this one, which is a harissa marinated beef tenderloin tips kebab. It comes with couscous and a tomato onion salad and a garlic aioli. You know I love aioli, so I had to get it. That is very, very well cooked beef. It does definitely have some spice to it. I love that harissa. Definitely has a little bit of heat, so if you're completely heat adverse, again, not for you. I'd maybe go for the lemon garlic chicken. But wow, that is excellent. Love that garlic aioli on top. Love the crunch and the freshness from the slaw. Love a little couscous on there. But that beef is really, really good. And this is a really hearty one. Under $6, you get a pretty good size kebab plus 2 sides. This might be like the best value of a kiosk item. So definitely glad they're using this space. Love all these flavors. These are definitely a little more exotic flavors, but every time I've eaten in Morocco at Spice or Table or Tangierine or even Restaurant Marrakech, I've always enjoyed myself. Tangierine and Restaurant Marrakech haven't reopened yet, but I'm excited for them to. But maybe if you've always skipped Morocco and thought, I don't think I'm gonna like that kind of food, this is a great way to just try a little bit of it. And I think you'll be surprised how delicious it is. Time for one of my favorite booths. This is from France, and it has the thing I've been most excited to try all festival: water. Just kidding. I am really excited about this water, though. It's Evian, which of course is French, and it's sparkling cucumber mint, and it's supposed to be like smart water. So, you know, don't mind me if I understand physics tomorrow. And then this is a glass of rosé sparkling. It's actually called Pink Flamingo. I thought we could use some bubbles since we're in France. And then this is the item I have most anticipated this whole festival. It is a 3-cheese beignet. France. France is always one of my favorites, so the bar is high. Oh, well, they are starting so strong. That is a fabulous, very dry rosé. Got a little bubble action going on. If you are a sparkling wine fan, why not try a sparkling rosé? First of all, it's cute because it's pink. And second of all, it's dry and fabulous and not too sweet. They also have one of their signature slushes on the menu, a passion. It's called a passion slush, so you can do one of their signature slushes. Now, though, for the main event, I love cheese. I love beignets. OMG, look at that. Look at all that cheese oozing out of there. Oh my gosh. This is the best thing I've ever eaten. It's that creamy bechamel sauce that they use in Leal on like that ham and cheese croissant I'm obsessed with, but it's shoved inside a beignet. It is so creamy, it is so cheesy, it is so rich. Oh my gosh. I want to cry. Molly's Best of the Fest, lock it down, write it up. A must. Oh my god, look how much cheese is in this. Look how cheesy that is. This is the best thing that's ever been invented. I can't even stop eating it long enough to try this water. Oh, that is very refreshing and nice. And I feel smarter already. Cheesy beignet, amazing, incredible. Is it the best thing I've eaten today? It's possible. To be clear, I do think $4.75 for a can of water is very, very expensive. And I'm not suggesting you buy this can of water over something else delicious at the festival. I'm just saying it is a delicious can of water, but you could get a pallet of LaCroix for a lot less. We have traveled to the land of the roses. We are in Canada, actually about to go into the Canada Far and Wide Theater, because during the festival, the movie is not showing that Circle Vision film starring Johnny and Moira Rose. Instead, it's actually Appleseed Orchard, which is a booth featuring apples. Gotcha, didn't I? So there's this beautiful photo around the wall. You can learn about different kinds of apples. And then over here, it's literally a food and wine booth featuring food, snacks, drinks, apple themed, obviously. It'd be weird if it wasn't apples. I don't know why I keep saying it's apples. You guys know that. Grabbed my haul from Appleseed Orchard. I am trying the apple beer flight. There's also a cider flight, but this is the beer flight, so it's all appley deliciousness. And then I also am doing an apple crumble tart, because I actually love apples. They're one of my favorite fruits, and I'm really excited to dig into all of these. Here in the beer flight, we have a apple blonde ale from Big Storm Brewing in Clearwater. Three Daughters Brewing, that's one of my favorite breweries. They have an apple pecan brown ale, and then also from Ivanhoe Park Brewing, which is here in Orlando, they have the Appley Ever After green apple sour. So I'm really excited to try all of those. Let's get to eating. First up, this apple tart. I cut it in half so you can see the inside. The lighting in here is wild, so I'm sorry, but doesn't that look amazing? I love an apple tart. That's how I know I'm old. I used to like all chocolate desserts, and now I mostly like fruit desserts, because sometimes chocolate's too sweet and rich. What is happening? Anyway, let's get in. Oh my gosh, it's so crumbly. Look at this. Look at the crumble action on this tart. Oh my gosh, this reminds me a lot of something my mom makes. She makes it with peaches though. It's a peach crisp, and I'm getting big crisp vibes, but you can do. All right, let's get in there. OMG. Normally the desserts at the kiosks aren't my favorite. Like, I'd still normally rather get dessert in, there's very few desserts that impress me enough to not want to get ice cream in France or something that's here all year round. But this one, if you are an apple fan, oh my gosh, there's so much of the crumble, which, let's be honest, that's what you eat any kind of pie or crumble or tart for, is for like the brown sugar crumble on the top. And there's so much of that. And there's the crisp apples, flaky crust, but it's a lot of cinnamon, a lot of autumnal flavors, which I'm here for. And it's not super, super rich or sickly sweet. Yum. And now for the beer flight. We're gonna go left to right with the blonde ale, the apple blonde ale. Cheers. Ooh, that is nice. I tend to love a blonde ale. I think I relate to them. I don't know what it is about me that likes a blonde ale, but that one has a little crispness from the apple. It's not super overwhelming, but you definitely taste the apple, and they're very light, very refreshing, but a lot more flavor than like a Pilsner usually has, like a domestic brand. So it's kind of a little fancier, but I think even if you're not into heavier beers, that's a good one for you. Now this pecan apple brown ale, definitely heavier. Definitely glad I have these small pours, because you can get any of these in just like a regular size bigger cup, a little bit bigger cup if you'd like, but I like always doing the flight. That one's definitely a little heavier, but the apple still keeps it light and crisp. Not picking up a ton of the pecan, but definitely lighter than a lot of brown ales I've had, and also very good, but I like the blonde more. And then the sour, which I'm very excited about. Ooh, that is crisp, that is tart, that almost tastes like a cider, but it's a beer, and that tastes like green apples. That is perfect on a hot Florida day. I gotta go sour, blonde. Sour and the blonde are kind of tied. They're completely different, but both delicious. And then the brown ale. But I'm loving the apple vibe down here in the Appleseed Orchard. And I love that it's air conditioned down here. So. It's time for Canada. 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 All right, but they have 2 dishes on the menu this year, 2 returning iconic classics, both from Le Cellier. One is that truffle filet, and then 2 is this amazing cheddar cheese and bacon soup, that signature soup from Le Cellier. Very excited to dig into this with that pretzel roll. I don't care that it's a million degrees out. I want to eat hot cheese soup. There are so many birds around here, and they're all being mean to the duck, which, like, no. Be nice to the duck. Look at that. Look, I just want them to be nice to the duck, but these are the scary white ones. I'm sure you're all very nice, but your beaks terrify me. Back to soup. Oh, it's so creamy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it is so good. It is so chunky, creamy, cheesy, bacony fabulousness. And honestly, I don't even like using the spoon. I like just doing one of these. See what I'm saying? Dunk your bread in there. You won't be mad you did. Both of these items are A+ Disney foods, and if you've never committed to Le Cellier, didn't want to spend the time or the money to eat there, try them at the festival. But the soup, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Scooped up a couple of items from Refreshment Port for our next stop. This is that kiosk that's right at the edge of Canada that always serves poutine, but right now they have a special braised beef poutine. It's French fries, boursin garlic and herb cheese sauce, cheese curds, and then there's like chunks of boursin cheese, and then a gherkin relish. If you couldn't tell, this booth is in fact sponsored by boursin. And then I'm also trying the Playa Linda Brewing Co.'s Luna Lemonade Ale, because I like lemon, I like ale. Let's put them together, see what happens. I'm not sure how I feel about gherkin relish yet, but let's find out. I do know I like cheese curds and boursin cheese and beef and French fries, so getting a good bite here. Oh my gosh, that is so good. That boursin cheese sauce is unreal. If you've had boursin, it's like that really creamy herby cheese. I love that they just threw chunks of it on here. Along with the cheese curds, the gherkin actually adds a nice little bit of crunch and acidity. This beef is so tender. French fries are perfectly crispy. Molly's best of the fest. We're getting a lot of those today, friends, but this is a good festival, especially if you like cheese. And let's try this beer. Ooh, that is fabulous. I was expecting like a Leinenkugel Summer Shandy, but that's lemonier than this. Hello. This is still very much an ale, but it does have a light, refreshing, sweet lemon taste. Now, most of the festival kiosks, you can get a 6 ounce, a 12 ounce, and sometimes a flight. This, since it's at Refreshment Port, only comes in a 16 ounce, but it's very refreshing for a hot day. I'm here for it. Another great fruity beer. It's time to go down under. I'm sorry, because we are doing shrimp on the bobby. I'm sorry again. Anyway, this is grilled sweet and spicy bushberry shrimp. It's got pineapple, pepper, onion, and snap peas, and then some grilled shrimpies on there. Good solid grilled shrimp. Let me try a little of this accompaniment. That makes it. The shrimp on its own was good, but when you added in the sweet pepper and pineapple relish, and then it had a little bit of heat from that, it was a really, really good balance of flavors. I liked the sweet and spicy situation. Not overly spicy, just like heat from peppers spicy, not like, spicy. I do think I still like the noodles and the spicy shrimp over in China more than this. Australia also has a fabulous lamb chop if that's more your speed. But neither of the dishes in Australia are super, super adventurous. So I think it's a great place if you've got someone who's a little bit of a safer eater but wants to branch out just a little bit. It's like just enough adventure. But still very, very good grilled shrimp from Australia. Next up, a dish from Earth Eats, which is hosted by Impossible Foods. So this is a fully plant-based booth. This is their Impossible Burger Slider. It's got a wasabi cream and a spicy slaw on a sesame seed bun. I like the wasabi cream. I like the crunch from the slaw. The thing is, I know it's not meat. I think it's good. The flavor is really good. It's the texture. For me, as a person who adores cheeseburgers, I can tell that this is not meat. Now, I am saying if you're a vegan, very good. Vegetarian, very good. Maybe just want to try it. It's actually very good. There's a little bit of heat in there. Like, the wasabi is coming through really strong. So if you don't like wasabi, skip it. I'm just not a huge fan of fake meats. But I really like the crunch from the slaw, and the bun is excellent. So I just know it's not meat. You know? That's my only complaint. But if you're a plant-based eater, I think you'll love this one. If there was one booth people were excited about this year, it was the Noodle Exchange. There is a full noodle booth, and it's got different kinds of Asian noodles. So this is the shrimp and coconut curry noodles. They also had a pork one, they have a beef one, and then they have a vegan one that doesn't have meat, obviously, but it still has the mushrooms and the broth. And legend has it, it's a spicy dish. Want to know what I don't really know how to eat with? Chopsticks. Want to know what I'm going to try and eat these noodles with? Got it. Okay, I can do it. Oh, she's doing it. She's doing it. She's got noodles. Noodle champion. The noodles are very flavorful. Can definitely taste that basil broth. I'm gonna use this little noodle spoon they give you as well to get a little of the broth with a shroomy. Ooh. That is so good. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Just about the spiciest thing I've had today, but it's delicious. Oh my gosh, there's so much flavor in that broth. The basil really sings. Let's get a shrimp. Okay, the shrimp themselves, I still like the crispy shrimp in China the best, but the whole thing together, the mushrooms, the spicy broth is the best part. Like, if I got this again, I might just get the vegan version just to get the mushrooms, the noodles, and the broth. The shrimp isn't bad by any means, but this is excellent. Now, if you don't do spice, if you don't do heat, this is not for you. I'm excited it is so spicy and hot because Disney usually shies away from that. Huge portion. Really, really glad this one came. And I'm excited to hear what everyone else thinks of the noodles when they try. From Shimmering Sips, I have decided to go with the Shimmering Strawberry Soft Serve Cone. It's strawberry soft serve with a glittery sprinkle cone, and then they add little edible glitter onto the ice cream. It's just strawberry soft serve, but strawberry is actually one of my favorite ice cream flavors. And then it's got the crunch from the sprinkles. Simple deliciousness. It's definitely not that unique. I mean, it's obviously Instagrammable, but for your kids, if you just want something refreshing and cold, why not? It's so good. Also at Shimmering Sips, are a variety of mimosas, including a mimosa flight. I've had it in the past. They're a little bit too heavy on the juice, in my opinion, a little too sweet. However, a lot of people love it. And if you want to try a mimosa flight, it's actually very cute. It comes out in a little tray with 3 little mimosas. It's not often you see strawberry soft serve. Chocolate, sure, vanilla, why not? Strawberry, ooh, you know what I mean? Popped into another new booth. This is called the Brew-Wing. It's inside the EPCOT experience where you can see that awesome movie about the future of EPCOT. And as the name suggests, it serves up wings and beer. So there are 5 different kinds of wings: garlic parm, barbecue, teriyaki sesame, traditional buffalo, and mango habanero. I went for the mango habanero myself. All of them come with celery and your choice of ranch or blue cheese. And then they also have several different beers and ciders on drafts that you can do in a flight, or they had several different craft beers by the can. They also have a couple of generic-looking flatbread, pepperoni, or cheese pizzas, but I think you should go for the wings or the beer if you're coming in here. Okay, I love wings, and one of the chefs told me that the mango habanero are the best ones, so that's what I went with. That's one of my favorite kinds of wings when I order at a wing spot, so let's get ourselves a good one. I like the flats myself. Those are saucy and fabulous. Definitely got some heat. Woo! It's balanced really well with the mango. These are awesome. It looks like I have 5 wings, a couple pieces of celery, definitely a good shareable. And with a range of flavors, I think you'll satisfy everybody. Those are really good wings. Ooh, and they're spicy. Well, as you probably know, wings and beer go together like Saturdays in college football. So, in our beer flight, we've got an Ivanhoe Park Brewing Co. Pineapple Blonde Ale. We have a Central 28 Beer Co. Groveland Road Blood Orange IPA, and a Wicked Weed Watermelon Dragon Fruit Saison Sour. All right, let's try these. Whew, those wings are spicy. Heat warning on those. I am loving them. They are amazing, but I did not expect Disney to actually put that much heat in their wings. Let's try this beer. This is the Pineapple Blonde, and it's fabulous. Oh my gosh, we are near the end of filming this video, and this is one of the best beers I've had all day. Not all day yesterday, because I shoot these long ones over a few days so I can eat and drink as much as possible. Yeah, it's super light, super refreshing, just a hint of pineapple. Excellent, excellent beer. Next up, we're trying that Blood Orange. Ooh, I really like that one too. It definitely is an IPA. It's got the hoppiness in an IPA, but it definitely is sweet because of the orange, so it's not super heavy. That's an IPA I could drink a whole beer of. Sometimes IPAs are too heavy and too hoppy for me, but that one's light, refreshing. Perfect for the summer in Florida. And last but not least, let's try this Watermelon Dragon Fruit Saison Sour. Whoa. Okay, that mostly tastes like watermelon. It's like drinking a Jolly Rancher. It's like if beer and a Jolly Rancher had a beautiful baby to refresh you on a hot day if you're 21 or older and drinking responsibly. PSA, safety talk. Wow, okay, all 3 of those are great. This is absolutely my favorite beer flight that I've had. Definitely recommend coming in here. It's in the air conditioning. You get some AC, you get some wings, you get some beer. In order for these, I would go pineapple, watermelon, orange, but all 3 were great. A+ job. This is an awesome, awesome addition. I would say this booth, best of the fest. This beer flight, Molly's best of the fest. This is the next stop on the cheese crawl. This is the corned beef corner route. It's been one of my favorites since they debuted it at the Flavors from Fire booth a few years ago. But it is house-made chips and then cheese curds, a cheese fondue, a little bit of corned beef on there, and then pickled onions. And it is so good, and I'm delighted it's on the cheese crawl. From Flavors of Fire, we have a new beer this year. It's from the Sagatuck Brewing Company, and it's called a bonfire beer. I don't know what that means, but I like bonfires and beer, so I'm hoping I like them together. Okay, this is always one of my festival faves, Molly's hashtag best of the fest. You get a little chip, you get some of that pickled veggie, and you get some of that salty meat. I literally don't care that it's 1,000 degrees approximately right now. I want to eat melted cheese on everything and hot meat. And these cheese curds are so good. And then you've got the salty meat, the acidity from the pickled onion, and then the crispiness from the chip. It is so good. This is a really hearty dish. Definitely a good one to share. Molly's Best of the Fest, right there. It does not taste like a bonfire. Am I supposed to drink this at a bonfire? I think I'd rather drink this at a bonfire because it's a pretty heavy and dark beer. It's good if you like darker beers, but I feel like it's a little heavy for a hot EPCOT July day. Good flavor though. I wanted it to be smoky. When I hear bonfire, I hear smoke. So the other iconic drink from this booth is called the Swine brine. I had it last year in that video, and it's actually a bourbon drink that has a piggy wing right on top of it. So that's the iconic drink, and I think if you're gonna get something from this booth, that's the one to go with. Picked this fancy looking thing up at the Donut Box, which is a very exciting booth if you're a donut fan. They've got all kinds of donuts. They're making them in-house, topping them to order. Right now they've got a candy jar donut, a sriracha glazed donut, and then donuts of the day. Today it's a black forest donut and then a lemon blueberry donut, but those are gonna rotate throughout the festival season. But this beauty is actually crispy chicken on the sriracha glazed donut. And I don't love donuts, but I do love chicken and sriracha. Let's see how this works out. You may also remember from last year, they had that fabulous black and white coffee cocktail. You can still get that at the Donut Box, but everything else is brand new. And I've heard from the donut fans at AllEars that it's excellent. Just if you know me, you know I don't love donuts. I know it's weird. AJ from Disney Food Blog called me out on her Instagram to make fun of me, but I am who I am, and I make no apologies for not liking donuts, okay? But maybe this will change everything. I think because I can't taste the donut like at all, I really like this. That chicken, OMG, is very fabulous. It's a perfectly crispy fried piece of chicken. The glaze is sriracha, and it mostly just tastes like a sriracha aioli with a hint of sweetness. And then it's got this amazing crunchy slaw on it. I'm gonna try a bite of just the donut now, though. Yep, now I know it's a donut. But when I was eating it all together, it mostly just tasted like this crispy chicken, the crunch from the slaw, and then that really good sriracha glaze. So I gotta say, try it. And if you're a donut person, definitely try those house-made donuts. And they actually do a donut box where you can get 4 donuts. It's actually a little bit cheaper than buying 4 donuts individually. So if you've got a family or a big group with you, and you wanna try all the donuts, go for it. But color me shocked we're throwing this on Molly's Best of the Fest. What's happening? Now that I've eaten all the cheeses, I am here at Shimmering Sips, which is kind of at the entrance of World Showcase, to get my prize. For all of my hard work efforts eating all that cheese, I get a strawberry cheesecake swirl soft serve in this adorable little cup, and it's got a little chunk of cheesecake and some graham crackers on there, and it's a little plastic cup you can take home, a little stemless glass. Now the Shimmering Sips, it's from Shimmering Sips, and the strawberry you can get on a cone, but to get the cheesecake, they said it's like a gelato consistency, you have to do the redemption and get this swirl. That's the only way to get the cheesecake soft serve. I can't wait. I love strawberry, I love cheesecake. I did not like cream cheese soft serve though. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Strawberry is one of my favorite flavors. It's probably my favorite like plain flavor of ice cream. So you've got strawberry, not super artificial, and then you've got the cheesecake, which you can kind of almost taste that it's cream cheesy, but it's not sour like the last one. I'm referring to the Poor Unfortunate Souls flight from Halloween last year. And then I love the crunch of the little graham crackers on there. I think this is probably the best prize they've ever done at one of these crawls. Well, one time they did a new flavor of Dole Whip. That was pretty good. This is kind of like Dole Whip, but it's not plant-based. So, but I love strawberry, I love cheesecake, think this is fun. I would have bought several of those cheese items anyway, and then I'm glad I tried some other things. So I think these crawls are such a great idea. They're fun for kids. You don't have to do it all in one day like I did. You can spread it out over multiple days coming to the festival, and you get this cute cup full of soft serve. What's not to love? Now that we've eaten our way around the festival, I want to do a recap on Molly's festival bests, TM. Forever and always that pork slider in Hawaii, the corned beef chips in Flavors from Fire, shocking to everybody, but that chicken donut sandwich from the donut box, the cheese beignet in France, the griddled cheese in Greece, the beer flight in the Brew-Wing experience, the El Tigre margarita in Mexico, that mushroom tart in the Rotunda Bistro, the shrimp noodles from the Noodle Exchange. Those were all of my festival bests. I loved them so much. There were so many great things to eat at this festival, so many things we can't even put in this video or it'd be like 3,000 hours long, but there's a lot of great stuff to eat, but those were some of my favorites across the board. And guess what, friends? The Food and Wine fun doesn't stop here. On October 1st, 9 more booths are opening up, including the Alps, Kenya, a lobster booth, a mac and cheese booth. So guess what? A Food and Wine Part 2 video will be coming out sometime after October 1st, which great timing, October 1st. Not like there's anything else happening, not like it's a 50th anniversary or like anyone else is getting a new ride that day. Back this year, we've got Remy's Hide and Squeak. This is the little scavenger hunt. They do one of these at all the festivals now, but it's the little scavenger hunt where you're gonna actually be looking for Remy all over World Showcase, and he is hiding his cute little ingredients. We're gonna help him make a recipe. So once you find Remy, it'll be a little statue in all these different locations. You put the sticker that goes with the location on there, and once you fill it out, you get a prize. So this, you can buy these at pretty much any of the merchandise locations, but you can redeem it for your prize at Disney Traders, which is the one in between World Showcase and Future World, World Traveler, which is the shop at International Gateway, and then Gateway Gifts at the front at the park. So it's $10 without any kind of discount, but it's a really fun activity. I enjoy these, and the prizes this year are super cute. So stay tuned. We're gonna get our prize, but I'm obviously not gonna show you where all the Remy's are because that would be cheating. Found our first Remy at the Hawaii booth. He's right up there, and he has got like oil. I'd say that goes with this sticker right there, so we're gonna stick that one on Hawaii. Now that you know what you're looking for and what our little Remy's are gonna look for, we're gonna roll a beautiful montage of the rest of them so I don't tell you where they are. Finish the scavenger hunt. Don't look, I don't want to give you the answers, but I did. So now I get to go get my prize. Real talk, I went to redeem this in Port of Entry earlier, and the line was literally wrapped around the whole store to check out because they've got all the cute festival merch in there. But as you can see, there was no line here in Gateway Gifts. That's because they don't have all the festival stuff. So this seems like the easiest place to get your souvenir. Here are the prizes for the scavenger hunt this year. They're these cute, is it called melanite, I don't know, you know what I'm talking about. They're that hard plastic that like kids' plates are made out of. It's bowls. And there's a Figment one, a Belle one, a Mickey and Minnie Apple one, and a Remy one, and you get to pick one for your prize. So keep that in mind. If you've got kids and you're having them share the festival hunt, they're only going to get one prize. So I opted for the Remy one because, see what I mean? It's that thick plastic. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So I opted for Remy because I think he's super cute, and I love that he gets so much love at the Food and Wine Festival. But I think that's a really great little prize, and I think these scavenger hunts are so much fun, and they're a great way to get your kids excited about walking around World Showcase, and it's a fun, inexpensive activity. So I always encourage it at the festivals. with a new festival comes, you guessed it, new merchandise. Literally so much new merchandise. There's actually 5 different collections of merchandise for this festival. There is an EPCOT Food and Wine Festival logo merchandise. This festival is presented by Corksicle, so there's tons of Corksicle products in that one. There's a Remy collection, there's a mini baking collection, there is a Belle collection. You heard that right, Princess Belle has a collection, and there's a pass holder Figment collection. So there are tons of places to shop the merchandise around the parks, but we are headed into Mouse Gear to see what we can see first. Literally not related to food and wine at all, but Disney has recently released the greatest souvenir of all time. It is a $10 soap dispenser, foaming soap, but when you pump the soap out, it comes into your hand as a Mickey, and it's amazing and magical, and it's only $10. So have I bought one for every bathroom in my house? I don't know. You guess. Yes, the answer is yes, duh. Mouse Gear doesn't actually have the largest selection of the festival merchandise. It's always so busy in here anyway, and they have so much other great stuff that you're actually going to find more of the World Showcase items around, more of the festival items around World Showcase. But we're going to take a look to see what's in here, and then we'll keep looking as we go throughout the day. First up here is some of the pass holder collection. So again, that stars Figment. There's this cute, it's glass canister with our pal Figment on it, and it says celebrating pass holders. That's $29.99, very cute. You have these coasters, 4 different ones, pack of 4, $24.99, again starring our pal Figment. Look how cute he is. I kind of love the style that they're doing this in. And then there's also this pass holder shirt, $29.99. And, oh, pass holders aren't done. We have a Tervis. I love a Tervis. That one with Figment on it is $26.99. So that's some of your pass holder collection. Here are actually all the Tervises for all the collections. I get a Tervis every festival, so which one am I going to get? That is my current dilemma. Probably this one with Remy on it. That one is a pass holder as well, but it's got little Remy, and he is so cute. I love him. I'm assuming they're all $26.99 for the Tervises. But then there's also the Belle Tervis, also a pass holder. Exclusive right there. That one's really cute. I love that they're bringing Belle into this. And then I'm guessing, yep, this is your sweet to the core. This is your cute Minnie and Mickey baking apple collection that I was talking about. A few more pass holder items. There's this Figment V-neck, and it does say pass holder on the back small there. That V-neck is $36.99. They have this pass holder magnet right here, $9.99, a little Figment guy. Then this is really fun. This is one of those kind of heavy cutting boards. It's got like the ceramic on top of it. And that cutting board is $29.99. Mouse Gear also has a big selection of the logo collection, as they're calling it. So again, this festival is sponsored by Corksicle. So technically, I guess it should be saying EPCOT Food and Wine International Festival 2021, sponsored by Corksicle TM. That sounds like a mouthful, oh my gosh. So instead, we're not gonna say that. We're just gonna call it Food and Wine, because that's what the cool kids call it. Always one of the hottest must-have items of the season. You have your Spirit jersey there. Let's look at the back, celebrating EPCOT International Food and Wine. That's actually very fun. That's nice and subtle. Like, there's not a character on there. There's this nice spaceship Earth, so if you didn't wanna like scream Mickey Mouse, you could just wear that. A very cute keychain. It is bedazzled, if that is something you'd like. We have one of these little trays. I do recommend bringing a tray with you to Food and Wine. I just bring a cafeteria tray that I got off Amazon, but they have these cute $7.99. You can put your little cup in there. Little tray, help you make it easier when you're buying all your delicious goodies. This right here is, I believe, going to be a little silverware picnic set. Yeah, oh my gosh, how cute is that? I love this. I might need this. It's reusable silverware, a reusable straw, a cleaner for your straw, and then you roll it all up in this little geometric Spaceship Earth-esque print, $24.99, and it's got the little Food and Wine logo on it. That's great. That'll help you cut down on reusable silverware out there. A little tank right here, Christmas ornament, $22.99. A stemless wine glass. I love a stemless wine glass with the logo on it. Hand wash only, $14.99. A short sleeve tee. I love this one too, with the little silverware poking out the top. And the back, it's $29.99, but let's look at the back. It's got the classic logo. I'm really loving this collection. Salt and or pepper trash can shaker. These are always so cute. $9.99. Someone should collect these. If you collect these, let me know. Good job. You've chosen well. Of course, you're going to have some Corksicle products. This is the big Corksicle bottle. These keep things hot and cold, $39.99. Not sponsored by Corksicle. Me, that is. The festival is. I'm not. But I do like Corksicle. I have some of their products at home. I have a couple of these actually by Corksicle. They're aluminum wine cups. You don't have to put wine in there, but you could. They have a lid on them. These are great for the pool, the outdoors, camping, etc. There's actually a bunch of stuff behind the counter as well. These are the limited edition things. So you've got this very cute Figment pass holder magic band. Is it $34.99? $39.99?
$39.99.
$39.99 for that. And then there's also these limited release Remy and Mickey magic bands. Do you know how much those are?
I believe, hold on one second.
Okay, we're getting a price check.
$34.99.
$34.99 on the Remy or the Mickey. And then, of course, any festival is going to have pins. So you have this very awesome Belle one, $29.99. You've got this limited release Figment pass holder, $15.99. And then this one as well. Oh, look how cute little Figment is. These are so fun.
It moves too.
Oh, and it moves. I love that one.
That one is
Also $19.99. Perfect. Thank you. And then, oh, look how cute Remy is. I love Remy. I think he's just the cutest little guy, and I'm glad he's getting attention in a festival, basically.
$19.99.
Thank you. Also nice. Look how fun these are. The Aristocats, who don't ever get any attention or care, have their own pin as well. $19.99 as well. And Robin Hood. Oh, this is like Rare Characters Palooza in here. Robin Hood and Little John have a pin. Is that a cutting board?
It's a charcuterie board.
OMG. I'm not a pin collector, but I do love a charcuterie. I might need that one. And then you've also got Princess Tiana and Prince Naveen in frog form. So there's your limited edition pins and magic bands. Also, festival exclusive Dooney and Burks and a fun new Belle themed pattern. So here's the pattern up close. It's got Belle and Mrs. Potts and Lumiere and Chip, and they're serving up the gray stuff and other treats, and then the little bag tag there says Epcot Food and Wine Festival. There are 3 different sizes of the Beauty and the Beast, the Belle, Food and Wine, Dooney and Burke. There is a crossbody here. That one's $198 if you are a crossbody kind of person. This biggest bag right here is $298, and then this little bit smaller over-the-shoulder bag is $268. So there's your festival Doonies. Headed into port of entry for more merchandise fun. This is one of those 2 shops that's when you are going into, hi there, World Showcase from Future World. This is the one on the right coming that direction, but they've got a ton of the festival merchandise for us to check out, starting with Mickey and Minnie's Apple Orchard collection. How cute is this? Okay, you've got a mug, very adorable, Food and Wine Festival, $19.99. We have a Minnie Mouse Sweet as Pie dish, $29.99. And probably the coolest rolling pin in the world, because when you roll stuff, it's going to have little Mickeys and Spaceship Earth and apples on it. Very cute Apple Orchard ears, which I've already clearly bought and put on my head. Ears are $29.99. There's also a mini Spirit jersey that says Sweet as Pie on it. This is what that one looks like at the front. It's got Mickey on the front. That's a super cute Spirit jersey. Rounding out the Apple collection, there's this kind of cropped tee that says Awesome to the Core. $36.99. That's a pun right there, friends. And then there is a long sleeve shirt that's $49.99, but it's super cute from the back because it's got Mickey and Minnie's Apple Orchard on the back there, which love. And then there is a like unisex version or not crop version of that shirt, and it's $29.99. Take a look at the Belle Be Our Guest collection. We've got this little shirt for a child, $24.99. What is happening here? Oh my gosh, Chip is a measuring set. He's a measuring set, $24.99. I'm obsessed with that. Very adorable spatula. You could do your whole kitchen, $14.99. And then very also adorable tray right here with Monsieur Lumiere. Very carefully. He's $44.99, but that's a great little tray for a table scape or just to set around. We also have the Remy Shake Things Up collection featuring everyone's favorite rat. Here's his little trash can, salt and pepper shaker, $9.99 for that. It'd be a very cute set if you got one of these in one of the Figments, just saying. Little glass tumbler here, a Remy Shake Things Up shirt with him and Emile on it. That's a Her Universe design. And there are also leggings with this design. Another Remy shirt right here, $29.99. That's a simple one. It's just got our pal on the bottom, food and wine on the sleeve. I really like that one myself. Also spotted this very cute Remy tank, her universe as well, $34.99 for the tank. Remy also has a Christmas ornament, kitchen themed Christmas ornament, $22.99 for that. And then Remy also has a very fun bright magenta hoodie, $49.99 for the hoodie. There's your merchandise, friends. Lots of stuff to buy. I need to contain myself. If you're looking for the festival stuff, if you're not worried about like the pins and the collectibles, I would check Port of Entry because they had all 4 collections versus Mouse Gear only had a few of the items. So let me know which one's your favorite. I gotta say I love that Remy line, but I also like Mickey and Minnie with apples. So very cute, very, very cute. If you've come to the festival in the past, then you know one of the best things is the Eat to the Beat concert series that takes place here in the American Gardens Theater. It is when at night bands that you know and love, such as BOYZ II, my personal favorite. So now we've come to the end of the road. Oh, that would be the reason I'm down on bended knee. Motown, feel it back again. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. In a little East Coast swing. Hanson, 98 Degrees, Smash Mouth, Sugar Ray, Starship, Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, they take the stage and delight you in a free concert. That is not happening this year. I'm so sorry if I got you really excited, because I too was very excited to see BOYZ II, my personal favorite band to see here at the Eat to the Beat concert series. It had to get canceled last year, and I had to put on makeup at 10 o'clock at night to record a news video to tell everyone it had been canceled. But unfortunately, it's still not back this year due to health and safety concerns. But that doesn't mean there's not entertainment to be had. We've got the Jameters. Beating it up over at the Canada stage. They are back this year. This festival, I should say. They're at every festival. Mariachi Cobra is still spinning the beats here inside the American Gardens Theater, so you can enjoy them. Also, the Voices of Liberty are still out here singing. That's that amazing folklore band that sings Disney covers as well as songs from the Great American Songbook, and they've got the most incredible voices.
I remember Daddy told me fairy tales can come true. You gotta make it happen. All depends on you. Where we come from, don't even matter what you are. Don't matter. A dog, a pig, a cow, a dog. We have them all in here. Well, they all knew what they wanted me to do. I'm marching on to the beat of the drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
Voices of Liberty. Oh my gosh, so talented. More talent than I possess by a long shot. But I have to say something. I prefer when they sing out of the Great American Songbook and holiday music. I don't love when they try and do contemporary hits. Recently they've been doing like contemporary Disney music, like Moana and the Princess and the Frog, or like they just did This Is Me from The Greatest Showman. I don't think they shine best in their arrangements in contemporary hits. I just had to say it. I'm so sorry. They're still more talented than I ever could be. I still think you should see them. They're incredible musicians. I'm probably in the minority here, but I prefer the classics from them. That's all I'm gonna say. But they're still amazing, and I still was rocking out to Greatest Showman because Disney owns that now, so they can do that. But that is not all. They also have local bands coming to entertain you on the weekends at night. So they've got a bunch of different cover bands that cover everything from rock to pop, to oldies, to 80s, all different kinds of bands. You can see the full schedule on AllEars.net. So if you're here on the weekends, that's a great treat too, because I love live music in the theme parks. I wish it was BOYZ II Men, but I'll take what I can get. Well, friends, that is a wrap on my Food and Wine Festival video here at EPCOT for 2021. I hope you had fun following along. Definitely let me know what you're excited to try down in the comments. Let me know if you're coming to the festival this year. In the meantime, friends, make sure to rate, review, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram and social media at AllEars.net. And until next time, I'm Molly, and it's been magical and delicious and cheesy. Want to see more of my videos? Click over here. Want to subscribe? You can do that right here. And also, ring that notification bell to make sure you get instantly notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for following. See you real soon.